You need to get a life, all right? Tough love here. You need to get a life. I spent my childhood on the internet and the majority of my teens and young adult years so far ruminating, obsessing, living in a fantasy of my own design, and like dating people in my head, stuff like that, you know? And I can safely say that people who don't have a life are scary as fuck. The problem is you don't have enough going on. Other people can tell you haven't left your house in weeks. They can tell that you live in your head 24/7 because you're giving off this needy, desperate vibe. You're putting all of your eggs in one basket, making it seem like it's one or two friends' responsibility to text you back and provide you with that social interaction that you crave. And like you're sabotaging your relationships because that's too much pressure to put on one person. Then you're taking it personally and you're getting in your feelings when they can't be there for you. And so you need options. It's so simple. You need options. You need to detach. You need to go out into the world and like live like the human being that you are. Stop being afraid to like live your life. You will do so much to protect yourself that you end up being the one to destroy yourself. It's actually scary how many people go to work and just go straight home and don't actually have like a life, no hobbies, no social interactions. We know about the disappearance of third places. So like I'm saying this from someone who has lived this reality for the majority of my life so far. Watch out for people that don't have a life. Watch out for people that don't have anything going on because those are some scary motherfuckers, okay? They're in their head all the time. They're coming up with all types of stories about what you're doing and what it means and assigning all types of meaning to what you're doing based on like their own baggage. And those people are scary as fuck. They have lost touch with reality. They need to touch grass. They have forgotten that the whole world does not conform to their biases, their ideas, and their feelings. And you can literally tell when someone spends too much time on social media because like people are getting brainwashed, seeing all this content every single day from different sources that confirm what they already think and feel. Those heightened emotions, like you're told as a content creator to use emotions to stimulate engagement. So those emotions and the repetition is impressing on people's subconscious minds, and before you know it, you've bought into a warped and distorted version of reality. This has happened to me multiple times. Like periodically I have to check myself to make sure I'm not just mindlessly regurgitating information that I saw on the internet. I struggled with obsession and rumination for a long time. I did not know how to let go of stuff and just move on. I didn't even know what moving on really entailed. I did not have a life. I did not have anything going on. I got so high off of these stories and like even the sad stories. For the longest time, my goal was just to get off, was just to like get myself off through these various forms of mental masturbation. So what I figured out, and so here's like the positive note. So what I figured out is that there comes a certain point in the self-improvement journey where you actually need reality and other people to mirror who you are being back to you. This helps you level up so much faster. You're spending so much time by yourself that is actually hindering your growth. You need to diversify your focus. You are so much more happy, vibrant, and attractive. You're getting so much better results when you're detached, when you genuinely don't need one thing or one person to be happy, when you have let go and you can just freely exist openly and experience life without these internal biases and blocks and like your underlying agenda. Start seeing the joy and pleasure in simple things as opposed to constantly wanting the highest of highs, because the highest of highs are going to be matched with the lowest of lows. A lot of times we self-isolate, or at least me personally, I self-isolated because of stuff that happened in the past. Previous attempts to make connections that didn't go the way I wanted them to, and I was afraid of repeating them, either being reminded by it again or of something new and equally as traumatizing happening. And some of us started doing it during the lockdown. Some of us have been doing this stuff since childhood. Like it was not safe to go outside. But let me tell you something. So the healing does not happen when you're focused on the hurt. It's not time that heals your wound. It's the space that you create and the distance that you travel away from the initial experience. And that comes from life experiences. It comes from interacting with others. It comes from leaving the house and actually engaging in situations that are going to give you character development. Stop being afraid of your own journey. It's a combination of being self-aware and in your own energy, but then also going out into the world and seeing those stories, those messages, those identifications reflected back to you. So that helps you realize what you really need to work on. And so doing a lot of things and talking to a lot of people can help you heal. It can help you find that universal truth, the universal reality that all of us share and can be lost from self-isolation. So stop being held hostage in your house or your apartment because of fear, because of social anxiety, because the reality is everybody these days is feeling that way. Everybody has social anxiety. Everybody's an overthinker. Everybody is mentally ill. Everybody is whatever. So you might as well go be yourself around other people, because I guarantee you're going to find someone who's just like you. This message is not necessarily for people who are just running around in these streets out here looking for distractions, like, because that is just as detrimental to your personal development as never leaving the house. They're both extreme sides of the spectrum, and they result in the same thing, which is you're not actually getting the growth and character development that you need to manifest the change that you want to make in your life. So everything I'm saying in this video is from personal experience. I know this was kind of a harsh one. I'm not yelling at you, I'm yelling at my past self who did not realize this sooner, because this is a serious issue. Like, I was being fucking weird. I was putting out this weird ass, desperate ass energy, and I just don't want you guys to go through the same thing. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.